Dude, I've had this fly in my house, like fly around taunting me like all goddamn day. I think it's like a gnat, like a small ass irritating gnat. I'll be like, first off, why are you here? Second of all, how the fuck did you get in here? This shit needs to stop, my nigga. And I am a pest control technician and I have nothing in my house to stop me from having this goddamn gnat. You understand what I'm saying? I have nothing to help myself. Nothing. Everything we sprayed is residual. I haven't even treated this apartment in the longest time, and now we got a sinking gnat flying around this place. This is ridiculous. Completely unrelated to the video though. ChavevzzSlovakia, 15 lies you still believe. One thing that I hated that I learned is that like if you swallow gum, that shit'll stay in your stomach for like what, 7 years or some shit, which always sounded suspicious, but I had no other reference, so I just believed it. Pluto is not a planet. Lol. There are different parts of your tongue that taste different things. The sky is blue because it reflects the ocean. I mean, like when I was a little kid, teachers just told me that I believed. And I became an adult before I figured out that shit was not true, bruh. It took so long. So hopefully we can fix some of that right now. And when you go to school, right, you can tell people this and pretend like you know it, all right? Share them the video. And then I'll give them the same message. Y'all will be on the same page. Y'all won't tell nobody it came from the internet. You feel me? Let's do it.
Hey everyone. Your belief system is probably built upon convictions borrowed from your grandma, stories from your childhood, scary medieval ideas, or dubious life hacks you've seen on the internet.
Ooh.
Of course, sometimes this information can be true and even useful, but in most cases it's better not to believe in it. Today we are going to talk about the 15 most popular myths in which you probably still believe, and we are going to dispel them. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on!
Urinating on a jellyfish sting. This myth became extremely popular.
But they tested it. They said this is true.
After being shown in one episode of Friends. In that episode, a jellyfish stung Monica, one of the girls in the series, and one of her friends volunteered to pee on the sting to release the pain. And it really helped. But unfortunately, life is not a TV show. In reality, peeing on a jellyfish sting is, well, not the greatest idea in the world. The urine doesn't neutralize the jellyfish venom. Furthermore, the urine is low in salts and electrolytes, so you can cause the opposite effect and cause yourself more pain.
Oh my god!
So if you meet with an unfriendly Medusa, first of all you have to get out of the sea, then remove the parts of the tentacles and wash the wound with salt water. We promise you'll feel much better this way.
Okay, well don't piss on your friends, I'm with that.
You probably heard your parents and grandparents say that shaving makes your hair thicker. Our relatives usually wait until puberty when the kid's entering adulthood to tell them that it's better not to start shaving at such an early age. Because once you do it, the hair immediately starts growing longer, thicker, and faster. If you're still afraid that you can turn into Chewbacca trying to look nice, you can calm down now. The hair does become thicker and darker with time, but only because the body's developing. It has nothing to do with the shaving. So shave everything away. It will happen.
Bro, everybody was worried about this shit. We had this kid with a neck beard, and it just grew on just his neck. So he had these long neck hairs, and like people made fun of him for that. And he told us that his dad told him like not to shave it off because it would grow back. And I was like, but why not just start now? You might as well just start now, because it looks like you need to shave, bruh. Damn, you wish it would grow back more even everywhere and not just in one spot, dude.
Soap kills bacteria. Different ads about miraculous soaps killing all that nasty bad bacteria that we carry on our hands. Well, not all the bacteria, but at least 99%. And while you're thinking where did this 1% go or whether it can come back for revenge, we will reveal a small but very important secret. No soap can kill nuisance organisms. Yes, just like that. We ruined all you learned from your mums and grannies. But hold on, don't get sad, they weren't exactly lying. Actually, soap can wash out all the bad bacteria from our hands, preventing all kinds of unpleasant diseases. So anyway, you should wash your hands before eating every time. After exercising. You all know that painful feeling you get after doing intense exercise.
Hell yeah.
For some reason, many people think this feeling means your exercises are paying off, so they try really hard to get it. Actually, if you feel pain after practicing sports, it's not necessarily a good thing. The pain appears because of micro-traumas in the muscles. So an overdose of exercise can end up in serious trauma, which is obviously not good for your health. So, like many other things, sport is good, but in moderation.
But like, yeah, I mean, like you tear the muscles and stuff, and then they rebuild themselves, and then you get stronger over time. You're gonna feel pain when you work out. Especially if it hasn't been a while. You're gonna be sore and shit. That's not saying just go, my abs hurt, I'm gonna make them shits bleed. Like, you don't want to go crazy, but yeah, dude, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that pain, bro.
Antibiotics kill viruses. We want to believe this myth, but unfortunately nowadays humankind still doesn't have a cure for all diseases. So the popular opinion that antibiotics can heal anything is completely wrong.
Nobody thinks that.
The truth is, even though antibiotics are considered a really powerful remedy for many diseases, they only attack bacteria.
Yeah.
In other words, they're not a menace for viruses.
Nobody thinks that they kill viruses. That's not something that we think. We know that already.
Yes, that's right. There's no point in taking antibiotics to kill viruses when you have a flu. There are special antiviral medications for such cases.
Yeah.
And we don't recommend you
They're
to bring
over the
more
counter and they make you high.
powerful drugs into action if it's not an emergency. Watching TV.
What about it? Tell me something good, because I watch a lot of television.
Watching TV at a close distance that bad for your eyes? Every parent in the world would answer, hell yeah, and they can't be more wrong. Actually, this is just another myth with no scientific proof. No scientists could ever find a connection between sitting in front of the TV and myopia. The only thing you can get from watching your favorite series too close to the screen is eye strain, but there are no other effects. Furthermore, some researchers claim that this habit is typical for kids, and it goes away when the person grows up, even without lectures from the parents. So, now you know.
But that's based on science and people that, like, didn't sit in front of the computer for as long. I swear that's the leather, and not just me farting, right? Just like farted in the video. No, it's the leather. I'm just gonna, to do it to prove it, I would just like make the sound over and over again, like I swear to God. But yeah, that's different. Like, cause eye strain is like, that's natural for people that work in front of computers and shit all the time. You ask anybody who like edits, you see this fucking glare. Well, it goes off when I cut the big ass light off. But I mean, that glare, like sitting in front of that light and shit every day, will give people like eye twitches, eye pain, and headaches and shit too. Straight up.
It's nothing but just a story parents tell their kids to keep them away from the TV.
Right.
Eating and exercising. It turns out that many people genuinely believe that if they work the shit out of themselves in the gym, they don't have to think about their eating habits anymore. Well, if you are one of those weirdos, we're here to disappoint you. Even Olympic champions must follow a diet to stay in shape, and here's why. When you start wasting more energy, for example exercising, the body begins to store it up, or in other words, gain weight at every opportunity. So it's really important to think about what you eat in every situation, especially if you practice sports.
Okay.
8 hours of sleep.
I'll take that. Ooh.
Every adult person has to sleep at least 8 hours a day, right? Well, that is one of the most stupid statements about sleeping in the world. Doctors keep telling us we have to sleep this exact amount of hours per day to stay healthy.
Hook me up.
Nevertheless, nowadays many scientists believe that this number is different for every person, and it depends on the genes and many other circumstances. For example, a sick person needs more hours of rest to recover than someone healthy. A teenager needs more sleep to gain strength than that of an old man, and so on. 8 is just an average number, so try to listen to your body and understand what it needs.
You know, my girlfriend must be part bear, because she hibernates, dude. That girl can sleep for so many hours. It is incredible. Good thing to know that it just depends on the person. I thought something was just wrong. My girlfriend was just chronically sick all the time from all the sleep she gets.
Warts. You'll be very surprised to know that if you want, you can touch and even kiss a toad.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
It won't turn into a prince or a princess, but still. The myth that frogs and toads give people warts and blotches appeared only because people think that these animals have warts on their bodies.
Is that really
but remember,
why?
Once and for all, only a human can give another human a wart.
Well, that's disgusting.
Although you should know that some kinds of toads have toxic glands that can give you a rash if you touch them. But don't worry, it will go away. Water and electricity. Everyone knows that water and electricity is a dangerous combination.
Don't do that, bro.
Nonetheless, the water itself is not conductive. If we're talking about distilled water, the molecules don't have a charge, so they can't conduct electricity. This kind of liquid is called dielectric, and it's not dangerous at all if there's some electricity around. Unfortunately, this kind of water is quite rare. Normal tap water is a mineral solution.
I almost turned this video off and never went back because my dad's an electrician. I was like, bro, I can guarantee you water conducts electricity, but distilled water, I mean, there's no minerals or anything in it.
It contains elements charged both positively and negatively. So don't try to conduct an experiment by putting your mum's hairdryer into a hot bathtub.
That shit still conducts electricity. Do not fuck yourself up, please.
Coke.
Yes!
Coca-Cola is definitely the most famous and popular non-alcoholic beverage in the
Can I still do Coke?
universe.
Is that what you're telling me?
Originally, it was patented as a medication for neurological disorders, but then it became more and more popular every day, so it moved first from pharmacies to local stores, and then to the supermarkets all over the world. And just like all successful products, it's the base for a lot of myths and rumors. According to one of the most popular myths, a tooth left in Coke would dissolve completely overnight. We don't know who came up with that idea, but it was probably some stupid bastard. Yes, right, Coca-Cola contains some acids like phosphoric, citric, and carbonic acids, but there's no reason to be scared. Almost every soda has the same ingredients, so the tooth myth is false.
Yeah, but like, when it would be in your stomach, wouldn't it just like fucking dissolve all of your stomach up? That would be terrible.
Okay, friends, tell us the truth. Did you think that bats can't see very well or are blind? Yes? Well, they are not. Turns out their eyes are much better than ours, and different species have different eye structures. Usually they have two types of sight. One is for day use, and the other allows them to see at night.
Oh god, my eyes. Too much television. But wait, I just learned that's a false thing. But yeah, dude, so yeah, with bats, we had a lot of people when I did pest control. Bats are protected species here in Vegas, right? So you can't kill bats, you can only relocate them. And you don't have any sprays or anything that kill bats because it's a mammal and you don't really treat for that with sprays. It's not really how that works. And so we had this guy up in the what we call the ridges. It's the big ass area where all like the famous people live, and they had bats, and so they wanted us just like to kill them. They're like, yeah, just kill them. And we're like, bro, what we can do is we can fence off this area, because they had a courtyard in front of their house, and the courtyard is open, you know, the top is open to the sky, and then the front gate is really open, so they got pigeons and bats and all kinds of stuff. And they were like, well, if we fence it off during the day, the bats won't know when they come back at night because they can't see. And I was like, bro, that's not how it works. If you fence it off during the night, the daytime or the nighttime, it doesn't make a difference. They're not gonna just like run into the fence because they're blind. And bats are really stubborn too. When they find a place they want to roost, those bats are probably still there to this day. But yeah, man, those were facts. 15 lies that you still believe. Hopefully there was something on this list that can help you in your pursuit to be smarter. Knowing the difference between bacteria and viruses, that is good. Knowing the difference between killing bacteria and removing that bacteria, that is good. I don't really remember distilled water not conducting electricity. That might be a good science experiment for you guys to try under a controlled environment where you are not the one testing to see if the water conducts electricity, but maybe using some type of measuring device. That's for safety reasons I say that, because I know somebody out there is thinking of doing a I killed myself in the bath prank with distilled water. That shit has any minerals in it, you're fucked up. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, ChavevzzSlovakia. Peace.